Hello, I'm Midget Miner, and I'm excited because today we are going to be checking out the new 1.17 Snapshot. The first thing we're going to look at is the item that's probably brought the most new items into the game, and the longest names into the game as well, and that is copper. The first thing I'd like to have a look at with copper is just to compare it to all the other overworld ores. So we've got iron, gold, coal, diamond, lapis, emerald, which is quite an unusual one, and redstone. Now, as we can see with most of them, so redstone, iron, gold, coal, and diamond, they follow a specific shape. They just have different colours on them. Now, copper is one of those ones, a bit like emerald and lapis, that sort of has its own texture to it, and I think it's even got this added greenness to show the weathering effect that you get in the new blocks, which I think is really cool, and it just makes it stand out a bit, especially from iron, because it's pretty similar in colour. The next thing is all the different things you can do with copper. So firstly, obviously the copper ingot, I think it's got quite a cool look, and the copper block. The copper block, I think, is a very industrial block. You can do really cool builds with it. I'm really excited for it to be in the game. And the lightly weathered cut copper. Now this is part of the weathered blocks, which go like, if you put the copper block at the start, like that. So this, the second one, so you've got starting off with a really nice bronzy, deep browny colour. And then you've got this sort of almost pinky colour, which I think is quite interesting. And then you've got sort of a turquoisey green almost, with a few shades of the pink in there. And then you've got full-on bluey greeny. And I really like this block, and I think it's really cool how it weathers over time, so you can add some depth into your Minecraft builds. But it also shows how long the build has been around for, and I think that's a really cool feature added into the game. And finally, the name. So like I said, it's created some of the longest names ever. And I think this one has got to be the winner. We've got the semi-weathered cut copper stairs. That is an absolute mouthful. Okay, the next thing in the new game that I would really like to have a look at is the concept of dripstones and lava. So I think that we finally have a renewable source of lava. And I think this can be done with dripstone. And then if we put a pointed dripstone on there, and then a lava source block on the top, like that, fill that in there. I'm pretty sure, yep, you can see it dripping there. And now, if we place a cauldron underneath, and wait, okay, oh yes, right, finally, there we go. So, yeah, like I said, the cauldron will fill up from the lava dripping from the dripstone, and then we can take our bucket, fill it up with lava, and then it begins all over again. And this means we finally have a renewable source of lava, which I think is really cool. And I'm also loving the dripstone. You can do the same with water, which I think is going to bring some really cool things into the game. Okay, the next one is something I'm really excited about checking out. I'd like to play around with bundles. So, one thing I've just seen, you can you can put bundles inside of bundles. So can you, let's say we had a diamond helmet in a bundle. Can we put that inside I didn't think so. So we can't put that inside another bundle, but can we put an empty bundle? Oh no, because that's full. Okay, that's full. So it can take one item. What about shulker boxes? Can it take shulker boxes? Okay, no, it cannot take shulker boxes. So bundles. So I think they fit 64 items in, or by the looks of things, a single item like that. What about pearls? Oh, okay, so basically it's whatever the max amount of an item is. So say we had one helmet, that's the max amount you can have in a stack. So that would be how much you can fill the bundle with. Obviously it's not going to fit in there anymore. But with logs, it would be 62 because that's how many you can have. And with pearls, this is really interesting actually, I didn't know that you can only fit 16 in a 64 because that's the maximum amount of pearls you can have in a single inventory space. But I still think bundles are very cool, and I'm looking forward to them coming into the game. The next thing is candles. I think candles are a really cool addition to the game. I've been waiting for candles for a long time. I think end rods were used as a sort of replacement for candles almost, but I think they're a really cool addition to someone's build. I also love the idea that you can dye them whatever colour you want, and you can have 1, or 2 or 3 or 4, etc, etc. And I think the fact that you can dye them to match your build is really cool, but also they're just a really cool source of light. I mean, you look in medieval builds, these are going to look fantastic, or in any build, and I think the fact that they've added these to the game after so long is really cool. Like I say about everything I've said so far, I'm really excited for this to come to the game. The final thing that I wanted to talk to you about was just 3 types of new blocks. So there are these 2 types of new rock. We've got, I think, is it Tuff? I think, the grey one, and Calcite or Calcite or whatever you want to call it. And this is very similar to Diorite, and this is very similar to Andesite, which is quite interesting, but I think they will allow a lot more texture in building. I'm not sure of their uses quite yet. I'm not sure if you can craft them into any other blocks. I don't think you can in the new Snapshot, but still. And then next up, now this is very cool. So we've got regular black stained glass, and then we've got the new tinted glass. Now the tinted glass, as you can clearly see, you cannot see through. Well, I mean you can see through it just about, but I'm not sure if it lets light through, or whether you just can't see through it. But that is very cool. I think the fact that you can have a glass that you can sort of see through, but you sort of can't. If I go through here just to check it out. Oh no, yeah, it is very dark. It does not let light through. But the thing is, though, you can still... Oh, there we go. You can still sort of see through it pretty clearly. But it's very hard to... I think that's going to be very cool for if you have like a hidden base and you want to watch out, or you want to have like a lookout or something, tinted glass where they can sort of not see you, but you can see them. And then obviously with the regular that's tinted glass, black stained glass, yeah, it's pretty, and also, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty easy to see through, and also it lets light through. So the contrast between those 2 glasses is very interesting. But I've enjoyed looking at all these new things from the new Snapshot. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.